Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some vessels that I want to use around my home. So the first one, I am using this old salad bowl that I had. It's been sitting in my cupboard and for some reason I just couldn't bring myself to throw it away even though I didn't use it. So I'm starting with some all-purpose filler and I am just going to cover all of the top and bottom of this bowl with it. I wanted to make it really thin, so that you can still see the shape of the bowl. I didn't want to kind of just put a thick layer in it, so as thin as possible works the best. I absolutely love working with this product. I have used it on several projects in my home and it is so versatile and it will make the ugliest vase look amazing. So to finish it off, what I'm trying to do is take away some of the bumps and I'm using a slightly damp cloth to do that with. It works perfectly well. Just make sure that the cloth is not wet, just slightly damp. Otherwise it will make your filler watery. So this is what it is looking like once I had gone over it with the sponge. It still has the bumps, but it's slightly more smoother than it was before, which is the look that I was going for. I did it on the other side and let it dry overnight, and this is what I have. To distress it, I was trying to use color, but then I thought I just wanted something that was really just easy. I wanted it to look slightly more worn out and used, and it's raining outside, so I couldn't get any mud or dust outside my house. So I went to my barbecue stand, you know, the inside of the barbecue, and that's where I got this from. And that's what I'm using. And I'm using just a very little amount, and I just spread it all over the vase and the bowl, and I wiped it down as much as I could. You can just keep adding or keep reducing or start with a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. As you can see, I had to wipe this over and over again just to get rid of the, because I didn't want it as much as it looked in the inside. So I had to wipe it down quite a lot with a different cloth just to make sure that I got as much of it out as I could. And once you're done, you can either spray paint with matte spray paint or you could leave it as is. It's still fine the way it is. I didn't spray mine, but you can. And I didn't see that there was a need to do that. So that's why I left mine the way it was. And this is what it is looking like.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. For my second one, I'm using these vases that I picked up a while ago from the range, and I spray painted it black with my favorite black spray paint, which I will link in the description for you. And I was wanting to distress it, make it look oldie, so I'm using the same dirt that I had. And to do this, I am using this Topcoat matte sealer. It's raining outside, so I couldn't take you outside to see, but this is what it looks like once I've got the sealer on it. It's still wet, so I am just going to fill it with the dirt on it, wet. I didn't let it dry, I just filled it on. As soon as after I sprayed it, I just filled it up because I really wanted it to stick. So in a way, I'm kind of using it as glue, if you like, and I really wanted it to stick to the vase. And then once I've got that on there, I'm just going to try and rub off as much of the excess as I can. So this is what it's looking like after the first spray. I will go out and spray it again.
and add a little bit more of the dirt on it and just repeat the process one more time. For me, this is a very personal process, so I decided to go for it the second time because I wanted it to have like a really, really aged look to it. And like I'm showing you that bomb there, I love it. And this is what it looks like all done. I absolutely love it. The shiny, glassy looking vase is disappeared and it looks absolutely beautiful. So this is another way of creating texture to a vase without actually having to use what I used the first time. But this works just as well too. And I absolutely love how it turned out. For the last one, I am using another old vase that I had at home. All the stuff that I'm using are things that I already had. I didn't go out and buy anything. And I wanted to just spray this white, but initially I thought that the flowers there are bumpy, like you can see here. So this is it sprayed white. And I thought it's not going to work. So I went back into my trusty wall filler and I am using that again, but this time I am also still going super light. All I wanted to do was cover those flowers that were sticking out. That's all I wanted it to just cover those leaves and just kind of disguise it. But I went really, really light-handed with this. In some places, I actually missed out some places very intentionally because I did not want, as you can see, I'm using my hand, just emptying what is on my gloves on top of the vase because I really did not want to fill it up. I wanted it to have texture, but if you know what I mean, but not that much. I wanted to keep it as smooth as possible. And I just went over it and just smoothed it out. And when it was dry, it looked something like this. I am using one of my favorite acrylic paints. So I'm going to go over it with white first. I know it's white already, but I wanted to go over it with a little bit of white, and then I'm using Storm Cloud. It's like a really, really light gray. And I go over it with white. So I have some on my bowl next to me. So there's white and there's a Storm Cloud, and I'm just dipping my paintbrush in either color and kind of just blending it in. I didn't want it to look super white, and I wanted that gray, as you can see it's showing right there, to just peek out a little bit, just to intensify the texture of the vase, but without it being like super textured. I hope I'm making sense. But that was what I wanted it to look like. Was painting it in the middle of the night, so this is what it looks like in daylight. As you can see there, you can see Storm Cloud in places, and I like that because it kind of ages it just a bit without being so prominent, and it still keeps it really white, which is what I wanted. And this is what it looks like. I absolutely love it now. It's been sitting in my cupboard for about 2 years and I've never used it. So it was either I fix it up or I take it to the charity shop, and I decided to fix it up, which I am super grateful that I did that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has inspired you to mess about with what you have at home, with the things you already have, and create some very amazing, beautiful decor that you can use around your home. If you are new, my name is Monique. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.